This Week in Gaming! Welcome in, everybody! Gaming news time, boys! I like how that doesn't show up in the chat because you made it into an announcement, but let's go! It's October 19th, 2025, and we are ready for some epic gaming news. Gaming news! Yeah, let's go Skittles! Wild, let's go! Alright, so today has been a pretty good week, or this week has been a really good week. I feel like I have a lot more stories, but they're not like cohesive. Like a lot of these weeks I'll have like one big story that like we go and talk about for a while. But this week it's just been a lot of little things. So let's just get into it. For wins and fails, we have Bad Bomb, Dun Donos, Convict Con, Hectic Hackers, and Delayed Discount. Huh? Did we see different things? It shows up in my chat. No, it shows up for sure. It's just not showing up in on the stream. So like the VOD people aren't going to know that you made a big announcement that said gaming news time, boys. That's why I read it out. Anyways, our first fail of the day of the week goes to Pokemon Legends Z to A, which just launched recently, but the reviews are in, and the latest Pokemon entry is a miss amongst most users. While critics have given it a 79 so far, users have given it a 41, a 4.1 out of 10. It appears that most gamers are using this game to air their grievances about Nintendo, though. So it's hard to tell. It's very much being dislike bombed. The game, however, appears to be sort of mid between Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus. So it's like not the worst game, but it's objectively like not a good game either. My understanding is it all takes place in one city. Like the entire game just takes place in a city, which is kind of lame. Usually you get like a whole region to explore, but this is just one little city. All the reviews I've seen have been like not about the game. Like the negative ones are like Nintendo sucks. Like they're suing like Power World and stuff like that. Like people are apparently still really pissed about Power World. So that was interesting to see. The T-pose. All right. Well, honestly, not much more to say about this. It's not a huge story. Pokemon Legends Z to A, very mid game, very mid release. The reviews definitely like overblown. People are just hating on it because they don't like Nintendo, which is kind of cool. Like I'm so with that. Like I'm very much against Nintendo right now. And I'm trying to like, move on. Honestly, if you haven't noticed, I don't talk about Nintendo very often anymore nowadays because I'm just sick of Nintendo. I really am. Like I don't even like want to talk about them. So like they'll have like big announcements. I'll like do the Spark Notes. I'm not really like interested in covering or like consuming Nintendo products anymore. I just like until the company like actually gets their head out of their ass, maybe then I'll look into it. Anyways, going on to a win. I'm sorry. Win, he turned it off. If you guys haven't seen, popular streamer Penguin Z0 or Penguins Zero or Penguins Z or Z0. There's like 100 different ways to say this name, and everyone says it differently. Critical Charlie. He has announced that he will no longer allow donations. He also shared his earnings across Twitch and YouTube as a reason for why he won't accept donations. Instead, he's asking for people to give it to charity. Moist man, that too. Yeah, that also works. And I have the screenshots here. It's crazy the amount of money that he's made just from like ads, like Twitch revenue and like, a lot of it's subscriptions, but most of it seems to be ads. He makes $4.15 million on Twitch in total. This is it over his entire career. He's made $4.1 million. And on YouTube, he's made $35.8 million. If you guys aren't good at math, collectively, this is over $40 million. So, I mean, good for him, honestly. That's incredible. A lot of people I've been seeing have been like, wow, he waited until he made $40 million before he decided to turn it off. And I don't think that that's like the right take. Like, at what point would be enough? You know what I mean? Rookie numbers. What do you make, Stefan? What's your monetization? Not even 1 billion. Okay, Mr. Beast, calm down. Mr. Beast actually is a billionaire, which is crazy. I think he's like one of the youngest self-made billionaires of all time. That makes that in 3 hours. That's crazy, Stefan. I mean, he does get a lot of money from his Purple Heart and everything. Actually, do you even get money for getting a Purple Heart? I don't know. I'm just assuming. Um, but yeah, I thought this was really cool, and it's kind of interesting. A lot of people are like saying that he's like virtue signaling, but I don't really think that's the case. I've actually watched Critical since his QWOP video back in like 2010. So I've been watching Critical for 15 years now, and I can tell you that he's not a very greedy person. In fact, when he first started monetizing his videos, he used to donate every single cent to charity, and it wasn't until he had his own financial issues that he started using that money to support himself, and then he just started doing it as a job. And that's the way he fell into it. And I'm sure he's not ever really like wanted to make an exorbitant amount of cash. And I understand like where he's coming from. Like he feels bad when people are giving him money when he has so much, right? He's like a literal millionaire, and it's got to feel weird to have someone who's like living paycheck to paycheck donating $5 to you. It's like, why? Like I don't need that. So I like that. I mean, even I feel that way a lot of the times when people are donating into this stream. And I'm not saying like I get huge donations like this, but like when I see like like when Mo gives me a tier 3 gifted, I'm like, Mo, you really don't have to do that. I can support myself. I have a real job, So I agree with this, and I honestly, this might be a hot take, I don't feel like content creators should even make this much. Like I don't even think that we should be like the idea that we should watch through their ads and we should like support them and like follow them on Patreon. Like I don't even agree with that. Like I've always considered YouTube to be like free content that you're putting out there. Unless it's something like extreme like Mr. Beast, I understand why he's trying to earn more money to keep the videos going. But if you're like doing like gaming videos, like you really shouldn't be asking for money from people. You know what I mean? I don't know. But that's just me. I personally don't really like the monetization on social media in general. I feel like it's kind of toxic. Also, I see a lot of scams get promoted from these creators. They do like these advertising deals, and they're like almost always scammy. So I'm not a big fan of that. $1,400 a month. Only medal that pays money is the Medal of Honor. Really? You don't get money from a Purple Heart? Isn't a Purple Heart bigger than a Medal of Honor, or am I wrong? I don't know. So you did get a Medal of Honor though, so that's really convenient. So you do get $1,400 a month, which is pretty cool. It's not great, but that's good for, I mean, what you did, I guess. Like I think you deserve it. $1,400 for the rest of your life after you pulled all those guys out of that helicopter in Nam. I mean, like, I think you deserve it. Anyways, I mean, I have a real job, but I would say no as long as the person is not choosing between donation and something they need. Oh, you would not say no. I see what you mean. Yeah, no, I mean, like, people are going to do what they want with their money, but I always want to encourage people just to, like, watch for free. Like, my content is not, like, paywalled in any way whatsoever. I have a Patreon, but I've never, like, actually used it, and I don't promote it. It just exists. I was going to set it up at some point, but I never ended up, like, getting into it. Medal of Honor is hard to get. You can get a Purple Heart for a variety of reasons. Oh... I've seen people get Purple Hearts getting burned by their own gun and claiming it was a bullet. No way. Purple Heart is any injury that caused during combat, basically. That's crazy. Okay, I didn't know that. You also have a Reddit, hee. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with monetization? That's so funny, though. Oh my gosh, dude. I should have joined the military. I could have gotten a Purple Heart so easy, dude. I would just like set up rakes all over the battlefield. And I would step into one and it'd hit me in the face. I'd be like, I've been injured. It's a combat related injury. Please give me the medal. I found it. Oh, you found my Reddit? Oh, that's cringe. I used to use Reddit all the time, so I'm sure you can find a lot of hot takes. I used to be in there just in the comments, just chatting. Oh, probably like, those goddamn libtards. I have no idea. Oh, yeah. I had a lot of political opinions. That's for sure. You can find a lot about me through my Reddit. hopefully nothing incriminating, or at least like cancel worthy. I mean, had that's a good point. But I like to think I've calmed down a bit now. Back then I was a little bit more spicy, I would say. Yeah, dot 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 dot. Come on, come on. We're all about love here. All right, let's go on to our next fail: assault at TwitchCon. And that's not the kind that you put on your eggs. That's like assault, like the crime. Streamer Emiru was assaulted at TwitchCon. This is after she was told that she cannot bring her security guard to the venue with her due to them stopping another creep in the past. This has created a large backlash against Twitch, as many creators no longer feel safe. One commenter said they cannot moderate their chat. How can they moderate real life? What? You haven't heard of this? So, here's a post about it. So, some freak assaulted Emiru at TwitchCon. This behavior is fucking disgusting. I'm amazed that she still came back to finish the meet and greet line. Honestly, she deserves the utmost respect. This has to stop. Rumor has it Dan Clancy is giving her a purple heart badge. Oh, that's chat of the year right there. It's so funny. Stopping her bodyguard is wild. Yeah, apparently her bodyguard was banned from the venue because he subdued someone who had tried doing something similar in the past until police arrived. And because he did that, because he physically intervened with the potential crime, he's no longer allowed at TwitchCon. But here we have a video of the assault, and I'm just gonna give you guys a trigger warning here. It is a sexual assault. And it's it's yeah, just viewer discretion. It's not like obscene. It's not crazy. They pull him off of her really quickly, but it's just crazy. Like he just approaches with no one stopping him. So yeah, I'll give this your chance to cover your eyes, your good Christian eyes before I press play. And here we go. This dude walks up, hugs her, and starts kissing her. Which is crazy. And he just gets away. He just walks off. I heard that he was later banned by Twitch, so they know who he is. I don't know if he's been arrested or if charges have been filed. Of course, the other guy there has blue hair. I know. Let's go frame by frame. So here we have the soyest of boys. Definitely not going to be able to protect her. Twitch gave him a 30-day temp ban. There's no way. There's no way. Actually, there's no way. Is that true? Wait, hang on. Assaulter banned. Okay, Twitch issue statement after Emiru assaulted at TwitchCon. Does it say how long he was banned for? The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. Dude, I'm already so over the HR speak. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer is completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. Law enforcement and event security were on site and responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to TwitchCon premises, and they were banned indefinitely from Twitch. Okay, so it is indefinitely. Both online and in-person events, we are coordinating with the impacted creators team, and per standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. The crazy thing is, this didn't happen until apparently Emiru's team pushed for this. They weren't going to do anything about it, which is crazy. It is just Google 30-day ban Emiru. All right, let me look that up. 30-day ban Emiru. Wait, NBC post about this. No, I'm not going to support you. Twitch faces backlash after popular streamer Emiru says she was assaulted at TwitchCon. Blah, blah, blah. Where does it say 30 days though? She added in a video that her manager contacted police shortly after the incident and she plans to press charges at the bare minimum. She said that Twitch planned to suspend the man from the platform for 30 days before it decided on an indefinite ban after she pushed back. Okay, that makes more sense. So they did indefinitely ban him only because she pushed back. They were only going to do 30 days. Dude, that's crazy. Is he even like a streamer? Is he just some random guy? Because like, why would they even care to like only ban him for 30 days? It's not like he's it's not like it's like another person bringing them income. I don't understand what the hesitancy there is. Um, there's a lie. Emiru's manager told them to do it. It was a 30-day ban. That's insane. And this is one of the reasons I'm starting to find somewhere else to stream. Yeah, I've been wanting to stream on YouTube as well for a while. They told her manager, no worries, we banned for 30 days. And they said, what the fuck? She made like 15-minute video about it. I mean, you need a Twitch account to get a ticket. Yeah, sure. But at the same time, like, what I mean is like, is he like a streamer? Like, is he known? Like, does he have like a big following? Like, for what reason would they not ban him indefinitely right off the bat? Like, I don't understand the hesitancy there at all. And not saying like if you're a big streamer you can get away with sexual assault. I'm just saying like maybe there would be a reason, like, oh, this is like a big streamer, he brings us $1 million a year, like we would like to keep him on the platform if possible. Not saying I would agree with that, but at least I would understand the frame of mind. If it's just some total rando assaulting someone, why even bother with just a 30-day? Like, I don't get that at all. I mean, you need, and how Twitch tried to rug pull it. Yo, if you stream somewhere else, let us know. I mean, seems to be the case. I'll definitely let you guys know. I don't want to like, I don't want to not bring any of my viewers over. But I think if I do start streaming somewhere else, it'll be gradual, and I'll probably multi-stream if I can figure that out. But yeah, going back to the video, um, it's so creepy. He just wraps his arms around her. Dude, the security guy is a mile away. And look at the soy boy. He's just sitting there. That's weird. Look at him. He's doing an emote. I swear. He's just... Your POV... POV, your favorite streamer is getting assaulted. Like, what are you doing? This is your chance, soy boy, to be the white knight you always say you are in the Twitch comments, in the Twitch chat. Come on. This is your chance to be like milady. Come on. Literally does nothing. He's like a statue. Whoa. And then the guy recording just goes, whoa. I actually watched the whole thing. At the end he goes like, that's crazy. And like no one else says anything. Everyone's silent. And I'm like, does anybody care anymore? Is everything just content? Like, yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. This is going on live stream fails for sure. That's crazy. Someone could have walked up and shot her and someone would be like, dang, that's cap, bro. We're so cooked. We're so cooked. Anyways, kick deal incoming? Definitely not getting a kick deal. POV, too much social interaction for one day. I guess, yeah. Anyways, let's go on to a win. Let's cleanse our palate a little bit. Battlefield cheaters are scared. Since the launch of Battlefield 6, EA has banned tons of cheaters. As a result, creators of the Chronos Zen cheat software have urged users to stop using their software temporarily while they figure out how to get around EA. So this is kind of funny. I think this is what they deserve, and I hope everyone using cheats gets permanently banned and they waste the $70 that they spent on the game and they never get it back. Here, you can actually see what it looks like when a user gets banned for this reason. Your account has been disabled. Chronos Zen activity on this account has violated EA's user agreement. We have permanently blocked access to this product. That's so based. Honestly, you get what you deserve. You should not be able to play Battlefield ever again if you cheat. Or in the same with any game. Honestly, like if you get caught cheating in a game, Like, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter how much you spent. It doesn't matter if you spent $1,000 on microtransactions. That account is now gone, and you're not allowed to access it anymore. I'm very adamant on this position. I think that people who cheat are the biggest losers of society. Oh, maybe not the biggest losers of society. I can think of many worse people, but the biggest losers in the gaming community for sure. Other than like people like the previous guy. Okay, maybe they're not the worst. Maybe you can always be worse, but cheating is so lame. Especially like these are the same people that were cheating in the beta. It's like, dude, like actually figure out how to like enjoy life a little bit. All from the cat streamer? What? What are you talking about? Cat streamer? Talking about my cat? Or are you talking about Emiru? Is Emiru a cat streamer? I have no idea. I'm not familiar with her content. I just know that she's. I'm not gonna bring up some of her past controversies because it's not good. It's not tasteful right now because of the light of everything that's happened. But not a big fan of Emiru. The cat VTuber that made the cheating splash on BF6. What? What are you talking about? The cat VTuber that made the cheating splash on BF6. I haven't heard of this. What? Hang on. Banned cat girl caught cheating. What? Wait, is there a video or has it been? It's been privated. VTuber known as Riley CS is a cat girl VTuber. Them made has a history of cheating in FPS community for using A-bots, but she was caught red-handed again for using HUD site, which isn't a cheating software. It's a custom targeting icon for any FPS shooter, and it's not allowed by EA, which was in beta and somehow works. Okay, I'm not gonna read the rest of that. They're like, of course the transgender. We're not gonna go that deep, but that's funny. Stefan is into it. Yeah, it's crazy that you know all these things. Maybe you should do the gaming news. It took over the internet during the beta. I didn't hear about that. It started a war on people saying it's cheating or not. Yeah, it's just a targeting reticle, right? Like something that goes on your screen. I don't think that's cheating unless I don't know. Like if I can put a piece of tape and like draw with a marker on my monitor, like if it's that, like kind of there are sus clips. Yeah, well that's also what they said is that they're known for aimbotting, so I think that would be more concerning. But if it's just like a simple macro, then I don't think it's. Yeah, most monitors have that built in now. Yeah, that's also true too. If it's just a reticle, I don't have a problem with that. Anyways, moving on to our fail. We got a little bit sidetracked on the Battlefield stuff. Moving on to our fail, Borderlands has a discount going on. Despite Randy Pitchford claiming that we would have to wait a long time for a discount on Borderlands 4, the game has been slashed by 20% just a month after the game's release. This discount may have something to do with the PC's poor reception in the hopes of boosting sales. So as you can see, it's sitting on mixed reviews, both old and recent, which is crazy. I didn't realize Borderlands 4 was doing so poorly on Steam. I knew it had a bad launch. I didn't realize it was still struggling. And every single edition is 20% off right now. The deluxe edition still $80. But Borderlands 4, just the normal edition's $55.99, so $56, which in my opinion is only $4 off of what it's actually worth. But not a bad deal, I guess. It's not fair. It's not par for. Wait, what? It's not par for every other game that gets released. It's not fair, or what did you mean? It's people. People were arguing about tracking behind walls and snapping. That makes more sense. But yeah, this game came out September 11th, which actually came out 9/11. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I might need a Dr. Pepper to wash down my pipes here in a minute. But yeah, it's just over a month ago this game came out, and it's already 20% off, which is crazy. You usually don't see that, but then again, and I said this before, this game's not worth $70, no matter what Randy Pitchford wants you to believe. He wanted to sell it for like $80, I believe. But yeah, Ayo. So I thought that was really funny. He said that we're gonna have to wait even longer for discounts on this game than we did with Borderlands 3. I'll link the clip after the gaming news. I don't really think it was cheating. Okay, send me that link, please. Anyways, moving on to our first story of the day. We have the Sony and Tencent lawsuit update. Oh, you actually have it right here. Wait, she actually posted it on her own. Oh, what? Wait, she posted it on her own? That's crazy. She actually posted her own evidence. Anyways, Sony is trying to file an injunction on Tencent's Horizon knockoff. They're hoping to force them to change certain features in their project, like the trailer music, the main character, and certain story/visual features. They're set for trial on November 20th, and it's possible that a judge may force Tencent to change certain features of the game. So what we have here is a Japanese developer going after a Chinese developer, which is pretty interesting. It's cool to see where this is going to go, because China is not known for ever listening to like like copyright law or like following other people's what's the word I'm looking for? Creative property. They kind of just steal whatever they want. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually even listen to this. But then again, they won't be able to market this game in other countries if they don't. So we'll see how that goes. Here I have some comparisons. I mean, the characters do look really similar. You have a red-headed white girl in both games. Very similar outfits as well. They both use bows. Like, it's not a good look. I gotta be honest. I gotta keep it a buck. And the music is apparently really similar, and I mean, obviously, like, you can kind of see with the screenshot I chose in the background, like, it's got the same robot dino thing. Hang on, I have to get a Dr. Pepper. I'll be right back. I'm actually dying. My Dr. Pepper gauge is low. That's what's going on here. Normally, I keep my health bar up with Dr. Pepper, but I haven't had one in like a couple hours, so. Please sponsor me, Dr. Pepper. It has 100 million views. It was that big. Actually, it's got only 89.4 million views, sir. Anyways, moving on. Heavy Rain devs new game. So there's a new game by Heavy Rain, and I didn't pre-watch this, so I don't know how this is going to go. But developer Quantum Dream, the creator of games like Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human, is working on a new multiplayer free-to-play game called Spellcaster Chronicles. This is crazy because while they're normally known for their story-driven multiple-ending games, this one will be a fast-paced 3v3 action strategy game. So, not really sure why they're stepping into this genre, or especially with one that's like so, how do I put this lightly? Holy cow, the Dr. Pepper's fighting back. It's such an oversaturated market. Multiplayer free-to-play games are just like, there's not a whole lot of room for a game like this, and you really have to fight over like people's attention. But let's take a look at the trailer and see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is room for this, but let's see what it looks like first.
The tapestry, where past, present, and future entwine, where the gods once shaped the fate of man and empires. But the gods are gone now, and in the chaos they left behind, some of us obtained abilities no mortal was meant to hold.
The characters look better than Concord, that's
to break
for sure.
the laws of nature. Command legions of beasts.
What is this, Dota?
Bend the elements to their will. Summon storms of fire and fortresses of iron. To unleash even the might of the legendary
That's kind of cool.
Titans.
I've heard this song before, haven't I?
His battle may save our world.
Is this copywritten? Or is this no copyright sounds? Where have I heard this?
Lead it to its
This song.
destruction.
Third person Dota? Yeah, that's what I'm getting the vibe of.
Our future is in your hands.
I mean, the Titans look pretty cool, but I imagine the effect is gonna wear off pretty quickly after like the 9th time you've seen one. Strategy games just haven't been released since StarCraft 2. This looks like Smite third person Dota. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I'm not gonna play it. Not gonna lie, I won't be playing this, but it's cool, I guess. I feel like they're wasting their money. They should be making another epic story-based game. Like, that's what they're really good at and what they're known for. Feels like this would be better as an MMO. Maybe. I don't even think it would make sense as an MMO. It's just like all combat-based. An MMO would need like story. It would need like inventories. It would need a lot, honestly, a lot more than what this game has. That being said, I just want to point that out because I was like, wait, the guys that made Heavy Rain are making a multiplayer free-to-play game? That's so weird. Or like Detroit Become Human. If you guys aren't familiar, they're like really story-based games. Like, you play the game and there's like a billion different endings. I don't think as far as I know, they've never made a game like this. So, anyways, let's go on to our next story. If we can. Destiny 2 is at a critical point. This is really important to talk about because I cannot stress enough how bad Destiny 2 is doing right now in terms of player counts, at least. Destiny 2 is now at a worse player count than a previous low point in 2018, where the studio head Justin Truman, he's now the studio head, he wasn't back then, said we were literally 5 weeks away from shuttering Destiny 2. Even across all platforms, the game is hovering at about 100,000 players less than their worst point. And here you can kind of see this graph is difficult to see, but their lowest point was right here. This is around 2018 after the Curse of Osiris DLC. And this is at the lowest point it's ever been. This is where they are now. It's even lower by about 100,000 people. They had originally like 300 to 400,000 people playing the game across all platforms, and and that was like them about to shut down permanently. Now they're literally at like 250,000, maybe 300,000. Like, it's so dire. It's never been this low. On Steam alone, they have 11,000 players right now. Let me see if that's changed at all. Destiny 2 player count. Oh, it's better. They're at 16,000 currently, as of right now, which is still incredibly bad for the game that they're working on, right? Like, this is a massive name brand. Kieran's so sad. Kieran loves Bungie. This is apocalyptic for the series, especially considering this has been a huge moneymaker for Bungie. It's the reason that I think they got paid $2 billion for Bungie by Sony. Like, this is their entire value, and if this is tanking, and if Marathon doesn't do well, like, Bungie's done. Like actually done. We've seen like Bungie's over a lot of times. Like, we thought Bungie was over when they left Microsoft. We thought they were over when Destiny 1 flopped. We thought they were over when they got acquired by was it Activision? Weren't they acquired by like Activision, or they were they had a contract with Activision, and they went solo for a while. Like, they've been done a few times, but this like actually might be it. Bungie has been done for years. It's true. But this really does beg the question on what the future of the game may be, because I don't really know. Like, if it's worse than it's ever been, and we know that at its worst point before, like, they almost shut it down, it feels like we're probably about 4 or 5 weeks right now from them shutting it down. So I guess we'll see. I mean, maybe because it's been out so long, they've made so much money from it, they might continue to keep working on it, thinking that they can salvage it, but I don't know. Their latest expansion, like, had a piddling little like peak right here. Like, it's just they're not pulling in numbers anymore. I mean, you look at season 24, they had 300,000 concurrent players in a day. and it just doesn't seem to be hitting highs like that anymore. And it hasn't for a while. And if you actually ask any Destiny player, they say that they just feel like there's not enough content to keep them playing anymore. That's a recurring thing that you'll hear a lot. And it's because all the people that used to work on this have either been fired or they're moved over to work on Marathon. Bungie just is not capable of keeping this game running right now. They got it on autopilot and they're just hoping that like the players will stick around and keep funding the studio, but that's just not going to happen. Like people are going to realize that you're not giving any content out anymore. They're going to stop playing. So I don't know where they go from here. Maybe they try to do one last really big expansion and earn back some favor and earn back some players, but we'll see. Like I think it's going to be really telling in the coming months whether or not this game is going to be a thing anymore. It does not give me hope for Marathon. It does not. Dude, honestly, the previews for Marathon, like the beta and everything that they had going on, that doesn't give me hope for the game. Whoa, love is a strong word. I just grew up playing the first and this one. Okay. I grew up playing Halo though, so like Halo is like amazing. So it does suck to see such a great studio fall from grace like this. But then again, everybody that made Bungie, what I love about Bungie, is no longer a Bungie employee anymore. Like everyone's left. Like there's no one from old Bungie there anymore. So it's like, I mean, it's like, was it Theseus's ship or whatever? Where like is that the guy? I can't remember. It's like where you replace every single part of a ship and you have like a whole new ship. That's what they have pretty much. Speaking of, did you see they opened up a Steam for betas? A Steam for betas? That's interesting. Isn't that just early access? They already have that, right? Because they're all being jailed up. Are they being jailed up? I've never heard of a Bungie person getting imprisoned. Anyways, moving on. Ubisoft politics. You guys love politics, right? Former Assassin's Creed head Mark Alexis Cote, I'm hoping I'm saying that right. He claims it wasn't his decision to leave Ubisoft. He was forced out after being offered a lower position at the newly formed Vantage Studios. That's the studio that's going to be doing all of Ubisoft's old, main projects. And they're going to be working on, like, Assassin's Creed. They're going to be working on Far Cry, Rainbow Six, those kind of things. Ubisoft is now feigning sympathy and regret to lose his talent, saying they're saddened to see him go. There's a clear disconnect with what he's claiming, however. And here you have him. This is a post on LinkedIn where he said, "The past 24 hours have been deeply emotional. Reading all your public and private messages has reminded me of so many moments, people, and shared dreams from the past 2 decades. I have been archiving all of them, something to revisit one day when I'm old, smiling at what we built together." That's so sad. From the messages of colleagues, friends, and fans, and a recurring theme has emerged that I feel I need to clarify. Many of you have expressed surprise that I would choose to leave Assassin's Creed after so many years, especially given the passion I still hold for it. The simple truth is, I did not make that choice. Ubisoft decided to transfer the leadership from the Assassin's Creed franchise to someone closer to its new organizational structure. Nepotism. I've talked about this before. They have like all these Nepo babies running Ubisoft's new company now. It's like literally like the boss's son and like his best friend and like, you know, someone he probably went to college with and maybe his girlfriend. And, you know, honestly, maybe that fucking family dog could be COO, you know what I mean? Like it's literally just nepotism city. So like that's what he means when he says to someone closer to its new organizational structure. A different position was mentioned, but it did not carry the same scope, mandate, or continuity. Or is that right? Continuity. Yeah, continuity with the work I have been entrusted with in recent years. So basically they were like, yeah, you can still work on it, but you're going to be at a lower position. I want to be clear that I hold no resentment. Ubisoft has been my home for all my professional life, and I'll always be grateful for the people, the projects, and the belief that together we could create worlds that inspire millions. But I also owe it to my teams, past and present, to say plainly, I did not walk away. I stayed at my post until Ubisoft asked me to step aside. As someone who grew up inspired by Star Trek, well, I don't know what the heck TNG is. In the later years of my career, I came to see myself as captain of the Assassin's Creed ship, someone who leaves only once every soul on board is safe. And that's exactly what I've done for as long as I could. Thank you again for the messages of support. They mean more than you can imagine. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. I love that. Honestly, it seems like he was genuinely so passionate about the series, and it's crazy that they fired him. And you know what's, I mean, I guess they didn't technically fire him. They were like, you can stay on, you just can't work on it anymore. It's crazy because this is exactly the kind of behavior that created Expedition 33. Ubisoft pushing out their literal most talented people that they have working for them, saying like, we no longer want you here. My son's got this, you know? The boss's son can do your job. TNG is the next generation. Oh, okay. Let's fucking go. Marathon opened up applications for beta across this on Steam. That's interesting. All right. I mean, if you're willing to trust them. But so yeah, this is just kind of sad. Like I cannot stand Ubisoft's organizational structure. They're just really good at just pushing out talent. Like Ubisoft seems to have had really talented people work for them, and it's shown by the kind of people that are leaving the studio and what they're creating afterwards. But in reality, what Ubisoft makes is so subpar, so like low effort. So it's just crazy, like how they take talented people and make garbage out of it, and then they take and then they fire those people. And those people just make masterpieces. So I don't know. I hope for his sake that he can go and move on and make something amazing with this. I hope this will be the turning point for something great. I honestly think he was both unappreciated and underutilized here, from the sounds of things. Which is crazy too, because he just made a really successful Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Shadows was very successful. Anyways, let's move on. Dead Space dev begs EA. This is kind of sad. This is like kind of desperate, I'm not gonna lie. Original Dead Space creator Glenn Schofield is asking EA to allow him to make Dead Space 4. He's asking for the models from the remake and claims he can save EA $30 to $40 million. Unfortunately, EA has said no. However, considering this man also made the flop of Callisto, called the Callisto, how do you say it? Callisto Protocol. I don't know if you guys remember that game. It was known for launching on PC completely unusable, unplayable. How did it do? He ended up leaving the studio. It was supposed to be a spiritual successor to Dead Space. It's $60 right now. Yeah, it's got mixed reviews. 66. Oh, jeez. Good lord. Yeah, not a great resume look. But I mean, he was the original Dead Space guy, I suppose. But he's really confident that if he gets the remaster models, he can make a great game for them on the cheap. And they were like, no, thank you. No, thank you. And I think that's fair, honestly. I mean, look at the desperation in his eyes. You can just like see it. Like, he's so desperate. He's like, please, I need this. No, EA's gonna, if they ever do, they're gonna allow Dead Space 3 to be, or Dead Space 4 to be created by some random like Chinese developer that's developing it for literal pennies on the dollar. That's been the kind of the go-to lately. Just or like they'll do like maybe not Chinese. What was it like? What country was it from? It was like a Southeast Asia country. That did the Oblivion remake. They'll probably do like that. They'll like do some random third-party studio and just be like, here, you guys do it, and you'll do it cheaper. Anyways, I'm not saying that's like a good thing. I'm criticizing them about it. Our next story up is Nintendo was possibly hacked. They were hacked for sure. but this is not what I thought it was. There was a leak about Pokemon before the game came out, where people got a bunch of early looks, like a week before the Pokemon game came out. But there was another leak, supposedly by a hacker group called Crimson Collective, who were claiming to have personal information from a Nintendo data breach, while the company is denying this claim. So this hacker group is saying, hey, we hacked Nintendo, we have all your personal info. Nintendo's saying, no, you don't. That's it. The group has posted internal development screenshots as proof, and it's not clear whether this screenshot came from Nintendo themselves or if it came from a leak via a third party. But that's something to keep in mind. I guess I'll keep an eye on the story. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's true or not. It might just be a fib. Might be just pranking Nintendo, or it could be real. Maybe Nintendo was really hacked. I guess we'll see. I don't really have much more to say about this. I just thought it was interesting. Moving on. Marvel Rivals PvE. This is really cool. A new game mode has been announced that adds a PvE zombies mode to Marvel Rivals. I might actually have to play it again for the first time in a while. This is a very welcomed addition, but also unexpected. The mode will be available October 23rd, and it bears striking resemblance to Overwatch's first Halloween event back in 2017 that also added a PvE mode. Here you have a picture of it right here. It's called Halloween Terror 2017, The Return of Junkenstein. Or maybe this wasn't the first one. Maybe the first one was 2016, if it's The Return of Junkenstein. Anyways, I thought this was crazy because Overwatch literally did the same thing their first year being released. They were like, hey, let's do a big PvE Halloween event. And that's what Marvel Rivals is doing. Nintendo is a hack. I remember that. They did it every year. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, but it seems like Marvel Rivals wants to do that too now, because here they have their own zombies mode, their own Halloween thing. It does look really cool, though. Oh, that's crazy. Is this game? This game isn't rated M. Can they get away with this? Okay, interesting. Wait, what?
Wow, the Marvel animation team really killed that trailer.
Wait a minute, this isn't Marvel
I'm so
Rivals?
excited to be here with Brad Winderbaum.
Am I autistic?
Television and animation for Marvel Studio, who's been spearheading this
Wait,
show.
okay, let's just
Brad,
keep watching.
You guys totally brought Marvel.
I didn't
Zombies
pre-watch
to life.
this, so I have no idea
Thanks,
what's coming.
Danny. But I'm guessing we're not here just to talk about how cool Marvel Zombies is, are we?
Well, yes and no, because we got something huge to share today. Marvel Rivals is teaming up with Marvel Animation.
There it is, there
to
it
bring you
is.
our first ever PvE mode, zombie mode.
PvE zombie mode?
Okay.
You're not just pulling my leg or trying to eat it, right?
Dude,
I'm dead serious.
I can't stand their acting. I'm sorry. I'm sure that they're just like creative people. I mean, look at us. I mean, I'm sure they're just creatives at Marvel, but man, like they should have had someone who can like at least kind of like put on a character, you know what I mean?
In this Marvel Zombies Inspire mode, you get to play as Thor, Blade, Magic, Jeff, and the Punisher.
He just looks so lost. He's like like, look at it. I'm sorry. I have to look at like like he's blue
Marvel
screening.
Zombies Inspire mode, you get to play as Thor, Blade, Magic, Jeff,
He's literally
and
blue
the
screening.
Punisher, taking on endless waves of zombies.
Is he
You'll have to
stoned?
let the Horde go toe to toe with Zombie Namor and the Queen of the Dead as bosses.
Dude, is
and
he
fight to save
okay?
the world from getting totally zombified. We're also given each hero some unique abilities. Charge through the hordes as Jeff, slice and dice with blades, bouncing moon blades. Shock zombies with Thor in his persistent awakened state. Or go berserk as Magic in her unlimited Dark Child form. Showcase your epic combat skills against the zombie swarms and tough bosses.
Sounds absolutely incredible. I'm dying to play it.
I know I'm just like
hordes of the dead as bosses and fight to save the world from getting totally zombified. We're also given each hero some unique abilities. Charge through the hordes as Jeff slice and dice with blades.
He
of
actually
bouncing
looks
blades.
really
Shock
good
zombies
there.
to toe with of zombies.
I need
Magic,
this for the thumbnail.
Jeff and the Punisher, taking on endless waves of zombies. You will have to survive the horde, go toe
wait.
to toe with
Wait,
Zombie
that's better.
Namor and the Queen of the Dead as
No,
bosses.
I
And
don't.
fight to save with Zombie Namor. as
Wait, right
waves of
here.
zombies.
That's perfect. That's that. I need to add this to the thumbnail. He's so fucking blitzed, dude. Look at him. He's gone. He's gone. Yeah. That's gonna be in the thumbnail. That has to be. I swear I thought he was about to say blades bouncing, poobs equal blades. Dude, look at his expression. This dude has to be so broski is blazed. He so is. Oh, okay, anyways. Blink twice if you need help.
Moonlight never fades.
Oh, there's only a certain amount of characters you can play as, I see.
I'll take zombies over vampires.
I guess it makes sense to use Blade for this. Is this the highest? Wait, this is. Why are we watching this in 480p? Hang on, I'm sorry. I'm like, why does this look so bad? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That doesn't look as cool as I thought it was going to be. That looks really mind-numbing. I that might be cool like the first 3 or 4 times you play it. I think that's going to be very boring, like on the 100th playthrough. You know, like when you need to like do some sort of stupid challenge to get a skin for this event on your 100th run, you're gonna be so sick of this. I can already tell this is gonna be so boring. Like there's no, I mean, from what I can tell, there's no like boomers, there's no like special types of zombies. Yeah, that's kind of a miss. I gotta be honest. I'm kind of not that hype about it. Anyways, let's go on to the pro tip of the week. It's actually not a tip. I thought we would do something a little bit different this week. I thought, what if we just opened up the floor for the chat to bring up some suggestions of things that they've seen in the news that they didn't see today? Judge a man by his questions rather than his answers. And if you're wondering why I have a picture of Putin here, it is literally what came up first when I looked up question. So yeah, if you guys have anything you want me to share, we can share what Stefan sent earlier. This was something that he sent me. The most locked-in cat girl you'll ever see in Battlefield 6. And he says apparently this was really controversial.
Era. That was so long ago.
Okay, I didn't mean to pause right here with something that happened like that. That was very suspicious. That snap was crazy. I don't know what just happened there. But first of all, that's not a cat girl. I'm just gonna say that.
God.
That was a little bit. I don't think that was that bad. Those were like flicks. You see, it is really weird how he stops immediately, or she. I don't. It's a person that like identifies with an opposite gender. I don't want to like. I don't want to create an issue here. I don't want to create an international incident. But okay, that snap was unnatural. That was weird. Wait a minute. Do you think that this is an aimbot that intentionally misses a little bit? Like it goes like past and it snaps back? Because that was so sus. So it misses a little bit. And then, no, that one looked natural.
Oh my God, what the fuck? That was nuts!
What? I'm just gonna be honest, like people don't snap that smoothly like that.
Wow, I flicked straight up.
Dude, that's so strange. It's so snappy. Like it just snapped on its own for no reason there.
Wow,
Like
I
the way,
flicked
did you see that? It auto, like this is aimbot. They finished their kill and they were gonna like start running and it automatically snapped onto the next guy without even like, clearly the person controlling this did not realize there was a person there because they didn't keep shooting.
straight at that guy through the wall. Oopsie.
And then it immediately snaps right here. It kills this guy, then snaps right here. There's probably someone around on the other side.
Yes, good computer.
That's sus. Dude, that's insane. Dude, they're using aimbot for sure.
Hey, teammate.
They posted this themselves?
So I just got a free abyssal dagger.
I didn't think that one was as suspicious. That was a little bit suspicious. See, that's what's weird is like the snapping like that. How did you, what? What? This is so strange. Why are, who kills someone and immediately snaps onto someone like completely behind? That's so strange. Like the game sense doesn't make sense here at all. Like even if they're just flicking around, like how are they just immediately like flicking like they don't scan the battlefield at all. They're just like, this was weird. Like there's someone all the way like 100 meters away. He kills this person, immediately snaps over here, like right where there's two enemies. He doesn't snap exactly on them, but then like I almost feel like the aimbot intentionally snaps off so it's not obvious. And it's to the right every single time. Like I'm so sus about this. I see now why Stefan sent this to me.
Oh my god, I'm crying. What the fuck?
If you don't do the dishes, you don't have anything to eat off of.
That's so strange.
So nothing. I'm telling you.
Okay, so you had 2,000 viewers and you're calling me famous.
How did, okay.
No way! I just lost a nutty clip to Bloom. Three TS, what the fish?
See, like, even the way that they snapped right here. Like, even this was, like, slower. Like, that was like a whoop whoop. It wasn't just like, I don't know. There's something so unnatural about the way that they're snapping onto characters. God tier headphones? Yeah, I guess so. POV self-report? I think so. In the last clip they were playing, they was playing RuneScape. It was below their chat. What? What are you talking about? This?
Games, all of them do it. Thanks for following. It's overrated. Oh my fucking god!
Bro, I can't.
What were they snapping onto right there? Okay, that one's not as sus. I don't know. No, dumbass. In the video you just watched one of the clips, they had RuneScape open. Where?
That was so long ago. How much? Whoa!
Where do you see RuneScape?
Oh my god.
I don't see any RuneScape. What, are you pranking me? RuneScape isn't open in any one of these clips. You calling me the dumbass? Anyways, yeah. Either way, you went past it. I'll just take your word for it. Was Was there anything else anybody wanted to share? Because that is crazy. Thank you for that, Stefan. Usually people have things that they I've noticed that they they bring up and then they go like, why wasn't this in the gaming news? Definitely saw it. I'm not crazy. I think you might be a little crazy. Might be a little bit crazy. All right. Well, if no one has anything to add, we can go on to our community award. Have you tried the FF14 collab yet? I have not. I haven't played it for Final Fantasy 14 in a minute, unfortunately. All right, moving on. We have Nepal V's update. He updated his Bubble Tank Frenzy. We got a devlog for some of the power-ups that he posted in my Discord, and I wanted to check this out.
Welcome to Bubble Tank Frenzy. This has been a
I like hearing his actual
long-awaited
voice.
devlog, and I am excited to share what I have with you. So let us start with the new process here. So one of the biggest changes I made, in addition to adding new levels, is the power-up system. So instead of just having like static power-ups scattered and hand-placed on maps randomly, I decided to just make it a
Yeah, you're right. The beat does go kind of hard.
reusable system that can spawn in preset locations. So right now, there should be a power-up that spawns here. There's one down there, as you can see in the minimap, but this is one of the areas that I set. I've also added one bubble spawner.
Is he not using an isometric camera? I can see that his minimap down here is just a camera looking down at the map. Is he not using isometric? It actually looks like it's 3D. I would recommend using just isometric.
That uses spawn points to spawn bubbles instead of just like every
I mean,
spawn
isometric is
point
3D,
having its
but
own bubble
you know what I mean.
spawner attached to it. So that's a big improvement. The spawners and spawn points, and they all work using one wait for seconds call, and that really improves on garbage collection. So as you can see, it's optimized, and you're not going to notice any performance dips based on stutter. Shout out to Lonely Canard, he was instrumental in helping me achieve this. As for the final part here, one thing I want to start doing, and this is actually the next step, before I actually like create the Steam page, I want to create advanced bubbles, which are enemy types that actually use their own navigation mesh system.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about
right
like
now,
elite tier bubbles that have like special power
nav
ups.
mesh. So, but the bubbles I will create, and they're going to be like very like there's going to be like 1 or 2 per level. Like every 10th bubble, not every 10th bubble, every 100th bubble will be a advanced enemy, and they're going to be in limited supply. So we're not going to face like performance issues. Because if you add an nav mesh to each of these bubbles, performance issues start to come. So that's where I'm at right now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to
I think it's cool.
play my
It's
latest devlog.
he's
play my
definitely
latest
made a
demo.
lot of progress.
I would like to see how this performs on your PCs.
I will say some of these colors are weird though. Like they don't look like the colors up here. Like what is this? It's like grayish green.
I will have a Linux and Mac OS build set up. I am gonna have.
I'm not colorblind, am I? Is that like a really like gray green? Like it's like almost colorless.
Build. I just don't know. I just had to find somebody to.
Is that supposed to be dark green? This is not the same color as that? Am I wrong? Sure. I might actually be colorblind. Because I've had people like be like, this is a green bed, and I'm like, no, it's gray, and then they're like, no, it's green. So this looks like really like it looks slightly green, but like this looks greener than this.
Help me with that.
Am I cooked?
Hopefully I will soon, but I will release this on PC first. So yeah, that should be it, everyone. Thank you for watching. I will see you all later.
Anyways, that's all we have for today. I guess we'll see Mo in the VOD since he wasn't able to make it here today, unfortunately. He wanted me to do the gaming news as soon as I started streaming. I was like, we gotta wait for other people. He's like, bye. I was like, dang, okay. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the VOD, Mo, and fuck you and fuck YouTube. All right, Kieran, I'll let you send us off with the fuck YouTube. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. There it is. Oh, bye YouTube? Aw, he's being nice today. All right, bye YouTube. Sub to me, fuck faces. I switched before you could say that. Bye.